Your person is experiencing profound emotional turmoil, with an inner conflict simmering just beneath their indifferent exterior. Though they appear calm, detached, and unbothered on the surface, within them rages a storm they can no longer ignore. The distance between you has stirred a tempest of regret and fear, an internal battle that shakes the very foundation of their spirit. They long to bridge the chasm they themselves created, to close the gap they unintentionally widened, but find themselves caught in the heavy, unyielding weight of their own choices. Every decision that led to this point replays endlessly in their mind, and with each recollection comes another wave of sorrow. They are overwhelmed by a flood of remorse that drowns their thoughts and saturates their conscience, leaving them with little else but regret. The moment they let you go, the very instant they allowed you to slip from their life, haunts them like a relentless ghost that never loosens its grip. The silence that lingered between you, once subtle and almost invisible, has grown deafening. It is filled with unspoken words, withheld truths, and actions never taken. That silence now reverberates through their mind like a drumbeat of absence. Each unexpressed word has become a weight pressing against their chest, and every missed opportunity plays like a broken record in their memory. They are painfully aware of the hurt they caused you. Your response to their departure, measured, rational, but laced with justified anger, echoes in their memory as a constant reminder of the consequences of their betrayal. In their quietest moments of reflection, they are confronted with the harsh reality of their actions. The burden of their deceit, their cowardice, and their betrayal weighs heavily upon them. Their heart aches with the realization that they have wronged someone as virtuous, compassionate, and steadfast as you. They know how deeply you trusted them, how much faith you placed in their reliability and gentleness. To you, they were meant to be a source of stability, a partner to rely on. Yet, despite your unwavering trust, they faltered. They failed. And now, in the hollow aftermath of their choices, they wander aimlessly, consumed by the awareness of their inadequacy. The void left by your absence looms large and unrelenting. It follows them into every corner of their life, a constant reminder of what they destroyed with their own hands. They search desperately for solace, clinging to the company of others, attempting to fill the emptiness that gnaws at them, but no matter where they turn, nothing compares. Each encounter with someone new only reminds them of what they've lost. No one else carries the comfort of your embrace, the warmth of your laughter, or the deep, soul-deep connection you once shared. With each passing day, the weight of their decision grows heavier, pressing down upon them until they can hardly breathe. You were their sanctuary. You were the beacon of light amidst their insecurities and fears, the one who offered safety when the world felt unkind. Without you, they are adrift in a sea of negativity and despair. Your absence casts a long shadow over every aspect of their existence. They are consumed by the pain they've caused, swallowed by the bitter truth that they alone are responsible for the fracture between you. The reality of their own fallibility, the recognition that they are capable of hurting the very one who offered them unconditional love, strikes them with unrelenting force. They wish desperately for a chance to mend what has been broken, to reclaim the place they once held in your heart. But pride and immaturity, those same flaws that drove you apart, now stand in their way. The path toward reconciliation is visible, yet their own weakness prevents them from taking the first step. In their quiet moments, when solitude strips away the distractions, they are haunted by memories of you. They remember your laughter, light and unguarded, filling spaces with warmth. They remember your kindness, your patience, your steadfast support that once held them upright. These memories serve as both comfort and torment, a reminder of the beauty they once had and the devastation they caused by letting it slip away. They yearn to rewind time, to erase the decisions that led to their downfall, to rewrite the story with a different ending. But time, merciless and unyielding, moves forward. It does not offer them a chance to undo what has already been done. Instead, it leaves them stranded in the aftermath of their mistakes, forced to carry the full weight of the consequences. Trapped in a relentless cycle of regret and yearning, they are unable to escape the shadow of their past. They understand, perhaps better than ever before, that your forgiveness may never fully be earned. They know that the wounds they inflicted may never completely heal, no matter how desperately they wish otherwise. Yet still, they cling to hope. Fragile though it may be, they nurture the belief that one day, somehow, reconciliation might be possible, that perhaps, in time, you will allow them to reclaim the place they once had in your heart. Until then, they carry regret like a heavy, permanent weight, a constant reminder of the steep price of their errors. Since their departure, their life has become a wandering journey devoid of purpose or direction. They stumble through days in a haze, caught in meaningless chatter and empty distractions, but everything feels hollow. They lack coherence, lack destination. Amidst this chaotic drift, they recognize what you were to them, an anchor. You were their source of comfort, a shelter in a world often cruel and uncertain. With you, they had found refuge, a security they had never known elsewhere. Yet despite the solace you offered, they could never quiet the restless fear that gnawed at their core. Your love was a paradox to them. It was intoxicating and terrifying all at once. Its depth overwhelmed them, enveloping every part of their being with its warmth and intensity. In your embrace, they felt both invincible and unbearably vulnerable. The barriers they had built around their heart crumbled in your presence, leaving them exposed, raw, and defenseless. Their affection for you was profound, tidal in its force. It consumed them, saturating their every thought until nothing of their life felt untouched by you. They were no longer entirely themselves, their identity had become entwined with your presence. It felt as though they had surrendered completely to the overwhelming current of your love, relinquishing control over their own destiny. Yet with surrender came fear. They felt powerless, adrift, no longer in command of their fate. Your love was a double-edged sword, it lifted them to ecstasy and crushed them with agony, both in equal measure. They became immobilized, trapped in a suspended state where the sheer intensity of their feelings left them unable to move forward. And in the face of such overwhelming vulnerability, they recoiled. Fear overtook them, the fear of losing themselves, of being consumed, of not being enough. It was as though they had glimpsed a truth too vast to comprehend, a reality too immense to bear. The speed at which they fell for you stunned them. It felt as though fate itself had woven your souls together in an intricate tapestry of connection and longing. Overwhelmed by this force, they chose to flee. They ran from the raw vulnerability your love unearthed, choosing solitude over surrender. It was cowardice, born of fear and uncertainty, yet at the time it felt necessary. And yet, even in their retreat, they unearthed a truth: love's essence is not found in possession, but in liberation. Love cannot be contained, controlled, or commanded, it must be allowed to blossom freely, on its own terms. Now, alone and adrift, they wander without the love that once sustained them. The world feels desolate, the landscape barren, as they search for a glimmer of hope amidst encroaching darkness. Even in their bleakest moments, they cannot shake the belief that your connection was destined for more. To them, your bond transcended ordinary love, it was something greater, a merging of souls that felt guided by fate. They see it now not only as a union, but as a journey of self-discovery and transformation. This connection was meant to unlock hidden potentials within both of you, to push you to grow beyond the limits of who you were. As they look inward, peering into the depths of their own soul, they feel anticipation stirring. they believe your love is not gone, only waiting to be rediscovered when the time is right. And when that moment comes, they are certain your flames will burn brightly once again, enduring throughout eternity. Meanwhile, within the chronicles of your own story lies a parallel narrative of profound transformation. You, too, have undergone a journey marked by self-worth, resilience, and determination. Once, you were resigned to accept meager offerings when you deserved abundance. You wandered through valleys of compromise, grappling with the constant ache of fulfillment just out of reach. Yet, like a phoenix rising from ashes, you emerged renewed. You shed the weight of complacency and revealed the radiant core of your true self. Where once you settled for less, you now stand tall, unyielding in your self-possession, radiant in your authenticity. The winds of change have swept through your soul, igniting dormant embers into a blazing fire of confidence and clarity. No longer bound by undervaluation, you illuminate the path to self-discovery. Every challenge you faced became a crucible, forging your spirit anew. And though your partner may have faltered, they witnessed your evolution with reverence. They saw you navigate the labyrinth of doubt, watched the shadows that once plagued you dissipate beneath the glow of your newfound strength. To them, you are empowerment embodied, a living testament to resilience, compassion, and truth. They marvel at you. They see the mosaic of your being, resilient, compassionate, intuitive, unwavering in your integrity. They recognize that your challenges shaped you into someone remarkable, someone worthy not only of love, but of reverence. To them, you are proof of the unyielding human spirit, a reminder that transformation is possible even in the face of great pain. They believe, with a near-sacred devotion, that your journey has only elevated you further into your true self. Through your authenticity, you've learned that love devoid of truth cannot last. You no longer swallow bitter truths in the name of duty or silence your needs to keep peace. Instead, you embody honesty, speaking with a clarity born of hard-earned wisdom. This, they realize, is the essence of your beauty. You are unafraid to demand what is real, to seek what is genuine. Your love is not built on illusion, but on the bedrock of truth. Together, though separated, your journeys continue. You traverse the turbulent seas of existence, both shaped and scarred by the past, yet bound by a connection that transcends time and circumstance. The love between you, though fractured, remains limitless and enduring, woven into the very fabric of who you are. For them, the hope of reconciliation burns quietly but steadily, a beacon against despair. And for you, the path of self-discovery continues to unfold, guiding you ever closer to the fullness of your own becoming.